Welcome viewers. That is no longer an option. Harry regrets relocating to California, but he can't go back. Stay tuned, this video explains all. Please, if you are new to my channel, take a moment to press the subscription button below and the notification bell for the latest news. Harry and Meghan have been on the offensive since they stepped down from their royal duties in 2020. They began with the Oprah interview, during which they labeled his family racist. After that, we had Meghan's podcast series Archetypes, Harry and Meghan's Netflix docu-series, and, of course, Spare, which specifically targeted his brother and sister-in-law. According to analysts, Harry is now understanding that all of this is simply hurting his own reputation. Despite the fact that Harry and Meghan made it their life's mission to bring down the royals, they failed miserably. They only made the royal family look terrible while they are doing better than ever. Harry and Meghan have been particularly scathing of William and Catherine, Prince and Princess of Wales. Harry has always been envious of his older brother, and when Meghan entered the picture, things grew even worse because she knows she can't match with Catherine. They want equal billing with William and Catherine, but it won't happen. You see, Meghan and Harry will never be able to compete with William and Catherine. So their only alternative is to try to cut them down to size. They've done everything they can to push William and Catherine into responding, but William and Catherine know better. They've stayed dignified as usual. After the claims of racism, the only answer we received was from William, who stated that we are not a racist family. Apart from that, they haven't responded to Harry and Meghan's attack in a way that experts believe was the correct move. Eddie Crime, a public relations commentator, according to James, the whale does undoubtedly seem better than ever as a result of their maintained calm and carry on a road and by not rising or taking the bay. They not only rode the storm, but flew above it, since the people largely sympathized with them and felt that their attitude demonstrated poised maturity and dignity. And because the whales have not had a contentious year, but instead have kept their heads down and focused on work, the public is more than willing to give them some time off to focus on being excellent parents. You see that the major difference between Wales and Sussex is that Wales doesn't need to preach about their wonderful work because it speaks for itself. Meghan and Harry, on the other hand, are lazy in their workshop because they don't accomplish anything substantial, which is why they have to go out and do their own horn all the time because that's the only way they'll get any credit since they're not doing anything behind the scenes. When they originally departed the UK for California in 2020, Harry and Meghan stated they would do so much good work. They claimed service is universal, they claimed they would be the two monetary and philanthropists, and they claimed they would help so many people. But since they departed, all we've seen them do is trash Harry's family in order to earn a fast buck. They've built a profession out of crying and complaining about their time in the royal family. Meghan and Harry believed they could make it without the royal family, but royal specialists are now saying they may have been too fast to destroy those bridges. You'll discover that the way Harry and Meghan handled things has done a lot of damage to their reputations. Nobody would have blamed Harry and Meghan for being miserable, and no one would have blamed them for wanting to venture off on their own. People are upset because of how they went about it, which was so unpleasant and disrespectful. Harry and Meghan argue that there is a lot we don't know about. All of these things his family has done to them for which the family should apologize, but all we see is Harry and Meghan assaulting the royals and the royals not replying. William and Catherine, in particular, come out looking a lot better than Harry since they demonstrated commitment to their causes and demonstrated that they care about vital things rather than this family conflict. So, as much as it's not fair that the press treats William and Catherine, they've had to recognize it's due of their own actions. Meghan and Harry have built a career out of whining, whereas William and Catherine are focused on truly helping people and making a positive difference in the world, so of course they will be treated better by the media. So it's difficult for us to feel sorry for Meghan and Harry because their bread is failing in the US. Of course, it's due of their own lack of work. Meghan and Harry had a fantastic opportunity to make a positive change in the world, and they left the royal family in 2020. But they were so selfish that all they could think about was making a quick buck. So that's why they chose to conduct the docu-series to write the book in order to make as much money as possible off of rubbish and Harry's family. And the royal family did not reply for the entire time there were these explosives pouring out of Montecito. I understand where this expert is coming from, but honestly, I don't agree. See, if the royal family had answered, Meghan and Harry would have twisted that message and used it to their advantage. You can't trust them. Anything uttered, whether in public or in private, will be twisted to make them look better. I mean, I get Harry and Meghan had to make a livelihood, but I'm not sure I believe Harry and Meghan were simply bewildered about what was going on and felt they didn't have any way to make money. I'm not sure I believe it. But perhaps if they had known from the start what they were allowed to use and what they were not allowed to use, Harry and Meghan would have felt more in control and power in the situation, and they would not have felt the need to exact revenge on the royal family. The royal family has often demonstrated that this was only a temporary hiccup in their reputation. Whereas Harry appears to be fighting a continual battle to have the world media accurately depict the good and well-intentioned family man that he is. And there you have it, despite Harry and Meghan's best efforts to tarnish the royal family's reputation, they have only succeeded in tarnishing their own. Sure, the royal family took a knock, but look at the numbers. William is more popular than even Joe Biden in the United States, where he is the most popular public figure. Meanwhile, Harry is not doing well, indicating that making a living by tracking your own family is not well appreciated in the United States or the United Kingdom. And if Harry truly wants the media to depict him as a well-intentioned family man, he should act like one. He should spend time with the invisible children instead of hiding them away and going on vacations without them. He needs to apologize and do whatever it takes to make peace with his brother and father. He needs to quit doing drugs and drinking, and maybe then people would regard him as a well-meaning family man. What are your thoughts on Harry and Meghan's reputation since leaving the royal family? Please let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching.